Hello students, Jai Hind. Good morning. In our last lecture number 7, we have been discussing regarding refraction of light. We also studied in last lecture definition of refraction of light. We also understood laws of refraction. Then we understood also refraction of light through glass slab. This is what we have understood and studied in our lecture number 7. Means we discussed topic number 5 totally. Before I start today's lecture, I want to share a very important fact with you before we start today's lecture. You all know one thing very well. Before I start today's lecture, few facts are very important to note down. Today, lecture number 8, okay? Chapter 10, light, reflection and refraction, reflection and refraction. And dear student, some of the important points which we need to note down before we start today's lecture, because those points are actually related with the topic we are going to discuss today. Those very important points we are targeting refraction of light. Which are those important points which should keep it in your mind, okay? So those important points, dear student, all mediums are not optically equally denser, you know. Different transparent media has different optical density. Remember one thing very well, dear student, when I am utilizing the word that medium means every medium, understood, has different optical density. When I am speaking this word, it has nothing to do with density. Remember, dear student, actually you have already studied about mass density, as you know. But remember one thing very clearly, mass density has nothing to do with optical density. The one thing is clear in our mind, that different medium, I am talking of transparent medium, different transparent medium has different optical density. One thing. Second fact, which is also very important for us to note down, I am writing different medium has different optical density. Not only that, light travels with different velocity in medium, with different velocity in different medium, okay? Means one thing is clear in your mind, that light do not travel with equal density in every medium. It travels with varying velocity in varying transparent medium. Not only that, dear student, one more thing, that is the fact, you know, when light travels from one transparent medium to another, it bends. Understand? I am just writing some keyword which you need to remember, because those keywords are going to be very useful for us. The first keyword, dear student, different transparent medium has different optical density. Okay, remember this, and it has nothing to do with mass density. You should understand this also. Otherwise, if you compare two transparent medium, kerosene and water, water is optically, if we compare kerosene and water, the water is optically less denser than kerosene. Means you can say that kerosene has more optical density than water. But if you think of mass density, you should mention that water has more mass density than kerosene. What is the proof of that? If you pour kerosene on water, it floats on the water. That means kerosene has less mass density than water. But if you compare optical density, understand then kerosene is more optically denser than water. You understood this, dear student? Okay. Then this important fact, light travels with different velocity in different medium. You should note down the very important fact. Not only that, when light travels from one transparent medium to another transparent medium, it bends, may it go from rarer to denser or denser to rarer. It is going to happen that light ray will definitely bend when passed from one transparent medium to another. Now, dear student, the topic which we are targeting today is topic number 6. That is what we are targeting today. Okay, topic number 6 needs to be understood in detail. That is refractive index. Refractive index. First, what is important for us is to understand really what is refractive index. I understand index means number, you all know. So what is actually this particular physical quantity is suggesting? So try to understand, dear student. Refractive index is actually a measurement by which light ray bends when it passes from one transparent medium to another transparent medium. Understand? Suppose in your material on page 140, you are given one table. That table actually expresses refractive indices of various transparent medium. Where refractive index of air is 1, then water is 1.33, and then different transparent media are mentioned. Diamond has the highest. That means what, dear student? All those indexes written in the table are actually, what are those? So they are, this, understand, they are absolute. What I have given in table are absolute refractive index of any medium. Okay, what is mentioned in the table are actually absolute refractive index of all medium. I think around 10 transparent media has been listed there, and the refractive index are mentioned. Understand, where you can see almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12 around transparent media whose refractive indexes are mentioned there. Understand? Actually, how you got it? How I got refractive index of water to be 1.33? How I got refractive index of ice to be 1.31? How I can say, or how I got that particular number? How I got that refractive index of rock salt is 1.54? Is there any method to find? If there I have just titled refractive index, actually it's a list of absolute refractive index of every medium. Okay, let us try to understand what do you mean by absolute refractive index. Okay, dear student, what is it actually? I am just writing it. Absolute refractive index of any medium, absolute, okay, absolute refractive index of a medium I am writing, understand, because I am defining it generally. Absolute refractive index of a medium equal to, what is actually the definition? Velocity of light in air. Air or vacuum, everything remains almost the same, okay? Upon velocity of light, please note down, velocity of light in medium. This is the way. We have got all those values which have been mentioned there. Understand? Absolute refractive index of any medium can be found out by this particular formula. Velocity of light in air or vacuum you can also mention upon velocity of light in medium. Okay? This is the definition you need to remember. Suppose if I symbolize, dear student, absolute refractive index of any medium, understand, I can symbolize it n m is equal to this symbol. Actually this is the symbol of refractive index. Understand? Now try to remember absolute refractive index of any medium, understand, can be velocity of light in air if I symbolize it by c upon velocity of light in medium if I symbolize by Vm. So this is actually the definition and symbolic format. Nm equal to c upon Vm, where c stands for velocity of light in air, Vm stands for velocity of light in particular medium which you are targeting. Suppose I am targeting medium glass, I can write this way, Ng equal to C upon Vg, where Ng stands for absolute refractive index of glass. C, that is going to remain common when you define absolute refractive index of any medium. C means velocity of light in air or vacuum. Vg means velocity of light in glass. You understood this? Now, dear student, you all know one thing very well, that this numerator in the formula, either Nm or Ng, Nw, whatever, suppose I want to define absolute refractive index of water, can I mention this way? Nw equal to C upon Vw. In formula of absolute refractive index of any medium, one thing is going to be constant, dear student, that is numerator value, that is C, which stands for velocity of light in air. Okay, and it has a fixed value, you all know, 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. This is never going to change. This is fixed velocity of light in air. So suppose I want to find absolute refractive index of glass. What should I do? I have to take ratio C upon Vg. C is fixed, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8. Only I require is to find velocity of light in glass. If I put the values, I can get absolute refractive index of any medium. Okay, actually dear student, in theoretical part it has been mentioned, but in सवाल हमारा जवाब तुम्हारा I have given one question. Explain relative refractive index and absolute refractive index. So first I have given you explanation about absolute refractive index. How can you define it? It is the ratio of velocity of light in air or vacuum, because velocity of light in air and vacuum are almost, you can compare, similar to the velocity of light in particular medium. You understood this? So in the table which I have given a list, they are actually absolute refractive index of all medium. Last year when we were taking PST, at that time I asked one question which I am sharing with you, which is regarding absolute refractive index. Suppose, dear student, if I mention two medium here, water, and suppose I mention another medium, glass, you all know that refractive index of water is given. What is that? Suppose I take kerosene rather than glass to make it more clear. Okay, kerosene. What is absolute refractive index of water? 1.33. What is absolute refractive index of kerosene? 1.44. Now, dear student, what does it mean if I ask you a one-liner? Suppose I give question like this: absolute refractive index of water is 1.33 and kerosene is 1.44. What does it suggest? So it suggests, dear student, two important facts. First we are discussing about water and then kerosene. Absolute refractive index of water is 1.33. That means it is the ratio of velocity of light in air to the velocity of light in water. Absolute refractive index of kerosene is 1.44. That means it is the ratio of velocity of light in air to the velocity of light in kerosene. Second important fact: refractive index of water is 1.33 but kerosene is 1.44. That means if light ray enters from air, you think, dear student, if light ray enters from air to both this transparent medium, can you guess in which medium it will bend more? Can you think? Obviously kerosene, because kerosene has more absolute refractive index than water. So now you understood, dear student, absolute refractive index is actually a number which expresses how much light ray bends when it passes from one transparent medium to another. What is the absolute refractive index of diamond? 2.42. That means light ray when enter from air to diamond, it will bend maximum in diamond than other transparent medium. Okay, so this is some basic information about absolute refractive index. You understood, dear student? And what is the symbol for absolute refractive index? This one, N. N is the symbol utilized for absolute refractive index. Is it clear in your mind? Now we will discuss about relative refractive index. Okay, let us discuss absolute refractive index. The discussion is over, but based on absolute refractive index we have to discuss about relative refractive index. Okay, we are titling it first and then let us try to understand. Now dear student, remember one thing. When we discuss about relative refractive index, relative refractive index, what does it mean? Actually, just now we discussed absolute refractive index. At that time we were discussing refractive index of all transparent medium with respect to air. But now we are discussing about relative refractive index. That means you will discuss about two different transparent medium. Air can be, understand, but just now when we are discussing this particular topic, we will not target air, we will target rather than air two different transparent medium. Okay dear student, now what is actually relative refractive index? Suppose there are, you think of two transparent medium. This is suppose water, medium number 1, and this is suppose glass. Two transparent media, and this is refractive interface separating two transparent medium. Suppose I say water as medium 1 and glass as medium 2. Understand? If I say refractive index of water, because I have said it medium 1 N1 and refractive index of glass N2. Now I am actually trying to define relative refractive index. That means I am trying to define refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. Okay, so how can I symbolically express it? One more thing dear student, medium 1 is water. So let V1 be the velocity of light in water and V2 be the velocity of light in glass. Understand? Now let us try to define relative refractive index. That means refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. How can I write it symbolically? So this way dear student, N 2 upon n1. This is spoken as relative refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. Symbolically, I can also express it as n21. Remember this. When you write any number here, you are actually finding relative refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. That's why I mentioned first before I wrote. Let me write it here now so that it will be more clear. Refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1, that means, remember dear student, here n2, so here n2, 1, so now here n1. n2 1 equals to n2 upon n1. Okay, now let us try to justify it more. n2, that means refractive index of medium 2. So can I write in place of n2 c upon v2? You understood this? C means velocity of light in air. V2 means velocity of light in medium 2. In place of n1, can I write c upon v1? Definitely. As per the rule, if you transfer, this is cancelled, v1 transferred here, v2 here, you got v1 upon v2. This is very important dear student for you, very important. What n21 means? n21 means n2 upon n1. Understand? This can be spoken as refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1 equal to n2 upon n1 equal to, you can write this way, v1 upon v2. What is v1 upon v2 actually? Velocity of light in medium 1 upon velocity of light in medium 2. Is it clear in your mind? So to sum up, can I write this way? n21 equals to n2 upon n1 equals to v1 upon v2 equals to, if you can remember dear student, our previous lecture, n2 upon n1, that is Snell's law, sin I upon sin R. This general formula needs to click in your mind. This is most important for you. n2 equal to n2 upon n1 equal to v1 upon v2 equal to sin I upon sin R. Never forget this formula. Whenever you are asked any MCQ, you will be able to answer the MCQ very easily. You will be able to answer any one-liner easily if you have the idea about this particular formula. n2 upon n1 v1 upon v2 sin I upon sin R. Sometime you may be given refractive index of medium 2, medium 1, you are given angle of incidence, you have to find angle of refraction. So this is going to be a very useful formula. So this is how relative refractive index. Here dear student, if I make, rather just now I was going refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1, but if I reverse it, refractive index of medium 1 with respect to 2, what change can take place in formula? n12. refractive index of medium 1 with respect to 2, that is n1 upon n2. Reverse of that, v2 upon v1 equal to what? Sin r upon sin I. These are some changes, dear student. Okay, but this can be spoken as refractive index of medium 1 with respect to medium 2. This is what you need to understand regarding relative refractive index. Keep in your mind permanently. Understand, when we meet live in classroom, we will discuss some MCQ and some numericals based on refractive index. That I need a live discussion with student. So just now I am giving you the idea in the formula. Relative refractive index. How will you explain? It is given in theoretical part. But what is relative refractive index? It is the ratio of refractive index of two media. You understood this? Okay. There we were taking in absolute refractive index, we were comparing the refractive index of any transparent medium with air. Here the case is little different. Okay. So this is how you can understand relative refractive index. Okay. Now dear students, so this is topic 6. Complete discussion about refractive index. If you verify in material, okay, if you just see the question number 12, write a short note on refractive index, topic 6, where you have to write complete topic from the material along with that table which is showing absolute refractive index of every medium. Understand? So this must be clear in your mind. Should I define it again? Whenever, dear student, we will solve numericals or MCQ, whenever you are given two transparent medium, the first medium we will say 1, second medium we will say 2. This is fixed. Okay. Suppose, dear student, how MCQs can be designed. Okay. Suppose let us discuss at least one simple MCQ so that you can understand it. Okay. Take an example. Velocity of air or velocity of light in air is fixed 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. That is not going to change. Okay. Let us define at least one. Okay, dear student. Suppose I am writing it here for you. One simple numerical let us target. Okay. Regarding absolute refractive index we take. Suppose, dear student, I am writing write down with me, the velocity of, please note down, velocity of light in benzene. Okay, benzene is one of the transparent media. The velocity of light in benzene is 2 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Then find, this is the question, find its refractive index. When I am speaking the word refractive index, it simply means absolute refractive index. First you note down this. What is the question? Please verify. This is one numerical, let us solve for you. The velocity of light in benzene is 2 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, and you have to find its refractive index. Now, dear student, you all know the formula of absolute refractive index. You know that. Suppose I am targeting benzene, so should I write here NB? B stands for benzene, suppose. You must be knowing the formula of absolute refractive index, C upon VB, okay, where C actually the velocity of light in air and Vb means velocity of light in benzene, that is already given. So suppose I substitute the value 3 into 10 raised to 8 upon what is the velocity of benzene, 2 into 10 raised to 8. Just cancel it out. 3 upon 2, that is equal to 1.50 or 1.5. It is already mentioned in the table. Understood? So this way, dear student, actually there are three parameters in this formula. One is velocity of light in air, velocity of light in medium, and then absolute refractive index of medium. So any two data is given to you, and third data you have to inquire about. Okay. If we just, dear student, verify at the end, understand, suppose you come here in objective section, please come to the, you must please first note down this and try to analyze this before I solve some MCQ with you, okay, that we want to discuss. Okay. Now, dear student, suppose some MCQ, one-liner, so I just now discussed with you. But one thing is clear in your mind, dear student, which is the rarest medium, to air, what is the refractive index of air? You all know one. Understand? Air is the rarest medium and it has refractive index 1. Compared to air, all other transparent media has more optical density. You all know very well. You compare any medium, ruby, quartz, understand, any medium you compare with air, they have more optical density. That means, dear student, you must say one objective. If you verify objective number 6, what is written there? Read it first. What is written there? The absolute refractive index of any medium is, in option 1, greater than 1, less than 1, and 0. 0 to never, understand, because air is the rarest, has 1. So you know one thing, you also you know the table also, where refractive indices of all transparent media has been written. So you can verify refractive index of any medium is always greater than 1. This is the correct option. Okay, dear student. Objective section number 6. Understood? There are some MCQ. Every MCQ I should not discuss with you because it will not develop your creative skill of thinking. Understand? But MCQ number 8 as well, MCQ number 10, they are all related with a refractive index only. I will definitely mention in homework here. Okay. Similarly, in true false, there are no MCQ based on this true false, as well as in one liner also there are no MCQ based on this one line. Okay. So this is clear in your mind. This is the topic of absolute refractive index and relative refractive index, any numerical asked to you, understand, you can answer them correctly. And remember, dear student, those formula, suppose in one MCQ if we discuss, see the MCQ number 8, what is written, first you read, if the absolute refractive indexes of water and glass, two medium are here, one is water and one is glass, are 4 upon 3 and 3 upon 2 respectively, water and glass. What is the ratio of speed of light in water to that in glass? That means, dear student, in that MCQ number 8, if you verify, you are comparing two medium that you can understand, and you want what is the ratio of speed of light in water to that in glass. Now, dear student, two medium are there. You understood this? One medium is water and one medium is glass. Suppose I say water as medium 1, glass as medium 2, refractive index of water N1, here N2, here V1 and here V2. You all know the formula, how to design it, N2 upon N1, okay, equal to V1 upon V2, that you all know. If you remember that generalized formula, what is that? N21 equal to N2 upon N1 equal to V1 upon V2. I am not mentioning angle just now. So you know this. Okay. N2 means refractive index of glass. That is given. What is given? 3 upon 2. N1 refractive index of water. What is that given? 4 upon 3. And this is V1 upon V2, that is velocity of water to glass. You remember this? They have asked this only, no? What is the ratio of speed of light in water to glass? Now, as per rule, carry on, 3 3 ja 9, 2 4 ja 8. So, 9 upon 8 equal to V1 upon V2. MCQ is solved. So, if you have a generalized idea about the formula of refractive index in general, keep it in your mind. What is that? N21 equal to N2 upon N1 equal to speak, V1 upon V2 equal to sin I upon sin R. What formula you have to modify and utilize, that you have to decide. Here I was not wanting any angle, so I took the formula N2 upon N1 equal to V1 upon V2. Understood, dear student? So this way we discussed today the topic of refractive index. Understand, regarding some of the MCQs I have already given, understand, right? But actually more MCQ and some more exemplar we will solve when we meet live, okay? For today's lecture, the topic number 6, refractive index, gets over here, okay, dear student? Now, homework for you. What is homework for today's lecture? Okay, this is your homework for today's lecture number 8. Okay, what is the homework? From our section, you all know, understand, सवाल हमारा जवाब तुम्हारा. From that you will write question number 12 and 13. Okay, question number 12 and 13. And from, dear student, objective section, from objective section you from SLP 1, that is self learning practice 1, you will solve MCQ number 6, 8, 10. Okay, MCQ, which one? 6, 8 and 10, that you have to solve. This is your homework for today's lecture, dear student. Okay, first a short note on refractive index, then medium with highest and lowest refractive indexes. From objective SLP1 you will solve 3 MCQ, 6, 8 and 10. Okay, dear student. So in today's lecture the topic of refractive index, right, absolute and relative, you need to learn, need to read from material each and every line and try to collect the complete topic in your mind. That will help you to solve any MCQ or one liner based on this. Okay, dear student, thank you very much.